What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today on passion, what is it, why it's dangerous, why it's necessary, and why women like it. So what is passion? It is full emotional engagement in something, in a task. So obviously this can be bad when it lacks a grounding of moral judgment, right? You can commit crimes of passion, murder out of passion, pure passion. Like, I'm a drummer. Drumming is a passionate activity, but I could do that in a way that lacks technical competence, that doesn't make music, that isn't productive. It's just chaos. It's just banging on shit, right? So passion can be bad, dangerous, ugly, right? There's a beauty and an art to doing something passionately when you have technical competence, skill in something. You produce something beautiful, right? And when you have a moral grounding, you can channel that to sort of serve the greater good, you know? You can offer it up, whatever it is you're producing, making. And it doesn't even have to be art, music. It can be anything. It can be achieving something. It can be building something through woodwork. It can be reaching the peak of the mountain through rock climbing. It can be, winning a golf tournament, playing golf. You offer it up, Everything we do is sort of meant to serve a higher purpose, is meant to be expressed beautifully. Of course, as men, it's important to have a passion. It's important to have an outlet for emotional expression, right? Because whereas women are more outright emotional, they can't really control the extent to which they react to things in the moment. We see that. We know that there's a hindrance there in work. Right? It's not productive. It's a hindrance. So men are good at putting emotions on the back burner, for better and for worse. On one hand, we know that emotions are a hindrance at work whenever we're trying to perform a task and get a job done. We're good at keeping our head down, putting that shit on the back burner, and just dealing with the task at hand, right? But it's up to us, and this is where the moral grounding comes in, and where we are with regard to our own self-work, our spiritual path, okay? It's up to us to consciously go back and deal with that pot that's simmering on the back burner. Because eventually, if we don't deal with it, it will boil over. Not dealing with our emotions is going to take the form of subconscious expression, impulse, in a way that affects our work, negatively affects other people, our relationships, friendships. So, if we're healthy, we have a channel for that. If we're not healthy, then we are subconsciously reacting to things all the time because we didn't go back and deal with that pot that's simmering on the back burner. Right? So, you need a passion. Passion uncontrolled is bad. It's chaos. It's destructive. It's murderous, potentially. Doesn't make sense. But with a moral grounding and intention for your expression, your channel of expression to serve you and to serve the best of all others involved, foreseeable and unforeseeable, that's good. All right, so I'll tell you a little story. When I was younger, I was playing a show with my band. I play drums in a rock band called Guns of the Seneca. We're very good. Check us out if you have the time or interest. And a girl came up to me and after the show, and she was like, "Oh my God, I just love what you did." And this was I was younger. This is before I understood women. And I was like, "Oh, thank you. We work really hard on our music. We really, we're proud of it. We enjoy it. I'm glad you enjoy it too." She's like, "No, I'm not talking about your music. I'm talking about what you did." And then my mind went to the technical side of things. I was like, oh, well, yeah, thanks. I mean, I'm an okay drummer, honestly. Like, and I am like hard on myself. Like, I know that I'm not technically speaking the best drummer out there. I could improve a lot. And I was like, oh, thanks, but this next guy who's coming up, he's technically like better than I am. You know what I mean? She's like, no, I'm not talking about that either. She's like, I just love your passion. And I was like, passion, what? So she doesn't like my band's music. She doesn't like my technical ability. What the fuck does she like? Because if a guy comes up to me and compliments me after a show, he is talking about my band's music or something technical that I did in one of the songs that impressed him. Like if he's a drummer or knows something about drumming or something, and then it's tangible and we can have a conversation about that. I didn't know what the hell to do with this chick. You know what I mean? She was like, nah, I like your passion. But this gets to what I'm saying, all right? Look, women don't care about what you're saying, the content of your speech. That's what men care about. That's what gains respect from men, what you're saying, right? Women care about how you say it, the confidence that you project in speech, your assertiveness, your control, and your discipline in the process. It shows that you can get what you want and need. It shows that you're a good provider in some sense, that you can maintain the frame, that you can maintain control. Even if, dude, you could be in a debate with a feminist, radical feminist. You can say the most misogynistic shit imaginable. If you do so with confidence and competence in a way that puts her in her place, she gets wet, she respects you. If you do so with a witty smirk too, charming smile at the same time, you're golden. Okay? Women don't care about what you say. They care about how you say it. And what you're embodying and communicating apart from the words, regardless of the words you're saying. What are you affording her, potentially, as a resourceful partner? Men care about the content, your competence, the content, what you're doing, building, saying, making. Same thing in music, right? So, technically, I'm not the best drummer in the world. Right? My band is good, right? But if you don't like my band, I'm like, what the hell you like? Well, I play hard, fast, loud. My hair goes everywhere. I sweat a lot. I play with my shirt off. I put everything into it. I am passionate about it. Women take notice of that. They like the passion. They like what I'm communicating that is not exactly in the music itself or in my technical ability itself. They like the fact that I am an emotional being. I have an emotional animal inside of me, and I'm not afraid to release that while I'm playing drums. Okay? I'm expressing myself emotionally. But I also know what I'm doing, right? Like I'm a decent drummer. So I can do so with competence. I can produce something. I can make music with it. I'm not just banging on shit chaotically. Your personality is your style of expression. Okay, I do personality consulting. You can check my website, overthoughtandunderstated.com, for my services. I do personality readings. It's very holistic. I combine multiple systems to give you the most concise and complete reading possible. But your personality is your style. It's going to determine somewhat like what is the thing you use to express yourself emotionally, what your passion is. But we all do it for roughly the same reasons. Like I'm a creative person, so I have that creative need as well as the need for emotional expression. But you can do this through anything. You can use anything to express that need for emotional release, right? It can be music or art, right? And that is one reason why women like artists. Okay, they like the guy who can maintain control of the conversation over here, the confident guy who's not a pussy. And they also like someone who's in touch enough with his emotions to be able to deal with them so he doesn't subconsciously project them onto her later. That shows mental health. Okay? So yeah, it can be art, music, stuff like that. And women like it because it is a very common way that men express themselves emotionally. But there are a ton of men who are musicians, who are good musicians, who are fucking pussies, who can't do the other thing, right? It's too much emotion. It's not enough rational control of the frame. All right, they're blue-pilled. A lot of beta musicians. So it doesn't have to be that, though. That's just one avenue. You can also express emotional competence and emotional expression through other things: woodworking, rock climbing, playing golf, right? So there's an intention. There's technical competence that's required to do all of these things, to do them well, to create something or achieve something that others can take notice of and take value in, take inspiration from, right? Winning a golf tournament, reaching the peak of a mountain, making music, building a table, woodworking. Okay? So having a passion is important, especially if you're a man. We need that. We need it for our mental health. But placing focus also on the competence end of things, the technical end of things, we're gaining competence, right? At something, we're gaining discipline through patience of learning a craft. And through that craft, we can create art, create something that's tangibly valuable, but also that affords us the emotional expression that we need to be mentally healthy, since we're not doing it always as soon as the emotions come up, nor should we, because emotions come up at very inconvenient times. We have a job to do. We have to do it. Got to get it done. We have to be the cool head. We have to be stoic. Okay? So express yourself emotionally. Don't be a pussy. Maintain control of the frame, your frame, and create something of value. It's good for you, good for others. Harms no one, only inspires and motivates other people to also be the best that they can be more emotionally vulnerable and expressive, but also stronger, so that they can maintain control of their own frame, right? And that's it, dude. You attract the energy that you put out. So find something that you love, that people can see that you love. Use that thing for therapy, for discipline, as well as for productivity and creativity. Okay? Lots of people are lacking this. You don't have to be super talented. You don't have to be super creative. You can do it through anything. Anyone can learn something, how to do something. There are no limits to the extent to which any task, if done well and with passion, controlled, disciplined passion, there's no limit to the range of applications that thing can afford you. That's my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers. Oh, I can also get you laid if you're a dude. All right, later.